Alright, so we're 3D printing a vase. The last stream we tried doing Repcord filament, but the spool is not compatible with the stock spool holders on the Prusa printer. So I'll have to handle that at a later time. Right now I'm printing the vase with Smart Buy filament. This is a green PLA that I'm printing. Alright, so getting this spool of inland put away in my I have a storage box where I have a desiccant installed, so that way I can try to keep the humidity away from these spools. So in my order of Repcord, I did get a Repcord sticker. So I'm going to research now the spool holders. And look at that, a fellow Irishman, Adam Buccinelli. So both our names end in a vowel. Okay, now the noise starts because the plastic cooling fan just kicked on. So that's something I have to find a new fan for to keep that quiet. Alright, well, if you're tuning in, we're printing the vase. It's a 5-hour print, so it's probably going to take 6. It's like usually 10 to 15% off the estimate in Octoprint for me. So I have some lighting going on here. I have a light to the left, a light behind me, and off to my right I have an umbrella with a day lamp. I think it's a 5500 Kelvin, so it's almost pure light. I do have some 6500 Kelvin bulbs that are pure light. And I printed this yesterday. This goes over the Noctua fan that was installed in yesterday's stream. This will help protect the fan from at least large objects. It won't protect it from a an Allen wrench, obviously, because they're very large. Alright, so we're printing a vase. I sliced this using vase mode, and it, gotta be honest, I didn't really understand the settings, but it said, hey, you're going in vase mode, you want me to turn off this, 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 and this, and I said yes. So it just went ahead and blasted through all these settings, turned them off. And so before I can start to understand vase mode, I figured I'd just do that and start printing the vase, and then talk about it with my colleague John Chrisman and some of the other guys in the 3D print community. We can get my learn on. And if you happen to tune in to the last stream, there was a incompatibility between the roll of Repcord filament and my spool holder. And I'm going to address that now by identifying a spool holder. I'm not going to design one because people in the community have already done that. And what I'm expecting to find is a spool holder that will allow different widths and will have bearings in it. So I like the idea of a smooth pull. Now this is a Smart Buy filament that I'm using. This was off of Amazon. I'll have the links in the description below. It's been quite some time since I purchased this. I got this right when I got the printer, which was back in March. Well, so far it's looking good. Yeah, I really wanted to print with the with Repcord's filament. And I did get N-Gen clear, so I was planning on doing a vase with that. One thing I'm considering is making a light fixture for outside, using LED bulbs for it. It would hang from our soffit in front of our house. But for that I'm not going to be able to use PLA. I'll have to use something like ABS. Or, I don't know, maybe the N-Gen itself is good enough, but I'll need to finish it because I want it to have a metallic look. So I'll probably spray it with some form of, not shiny metallic, but like a gunmetal. Or even a bronze. I'd consider a gunmetal with some bronze highlights. Could even be the opposite. Do bronze with some gunmetal and wipe it off so that the areas that are the facets or whatever will appear darker. So this is 83 by 83 by 150 millimeters tall, 150 millimeters tall. So it's 3/4 of the print volume, the print height. And I'm streaming from my phone. This is a Samsung S7 Edge that I'm using. I have it set up on my PC where I can use the webcam, but I'm reluctant to do that because I want to use the webcam to capture the time lapse from Octoprint. So right now this is printing the bottom. It's in vase mode, so the bottom will, once the bottom layers are done, then it's just going to concentrate on the outside. And there's a lot of work on the outside that has to be done because it is a spiral vase. So there's a lot of going in and out all the way around the entire print. So right now it's at the point where it's flying through the layers, and these layers here are the spirals, the outside points of the spirals that it's working on. So there's 2,600 layers that it has to go through, and each one of these curves is in one layer for the beginning part of the vase. And it's already completed 1,100 of them. Alright, now it's working on continuous layers. I have no idea what happened there. That is a skip. Looks like we might have a failure. What is that doing? I wonder if that's intentional. Oh, that's the inner, and it's not doing what supposed to do. I wonder if I should have done this as a solid and not as a vase. Maybe it's the way it was designed. You may be able to see, if you have a larger screen, larger than the phone, what I'm talking about when it gets towards the back. You can see the strings there are actually supposed to be a wall in the center. Alright, so the last stream, something happened to my phone. I get a feeling the same thing's going to happen again. We are printing the vase again, but this time I sliced it differently. And it's not sliced in vase mode this time. I'm not going to rush those because either I'm going and I'm going to stay. Yeah, this print is saying 2 days. I'm not going to let this thing go for 2 days. No way.